Morning, Theta Trader. Hope you're doing all right. Took a quick stab there at LUV. I saw a massive sell-off at 26.90, so just thought I would try to get in that real quick. It paused once it started selling there and immediately started bouncing back, so I just wanted to get out just in case there was going to be some kind of squeeze on it, but which I don't fully expect. But anyway. Morning, Ward Diver. Good to see you, man. Set an alert on Codex for the break of the high. They had some kind of really good news catalyst. I had taken a quick trade here on LUV. There was a lot of massive selling at 26.90. I mean, it was just eating through the orders, and so I took a real quick short on that, and then it immediately started popping back, and I didn't want to get caught in some kind of a short squeeze, but I may take another stab at it again. Seems as though there's a very big chance of a sell-off of Southwest Airlines today. So I'd really like to get in on that if there is. Probably should have been a little more patient with that, but let's see here, 27.30. Not a ton of buying on it. Way more selling, and I'm almost wondering if it's kind of following the SPY. Really looks like Love wants to get just massively bought up here, but I don't completely agree that that's the case. Let's see. So, okay. So again, for those of you coming into the room right now, I had taken a quick trade, ended up being an in and out trade on LUV. Had a lot of massive selling at 26.90, but it held after it blew through all those orders. It ended up bouncing back, and I just wanted to jump out real quick just in case. I didn't want to get caught in some kind of massive short squeeze, which can sometimes happen in pre-market on stuff like that. So, but I have a tendency to believe that LUV is gonna get a good sell off today. So I'm it's one of those ones where I don't want it to take off without me before the bell rings, but it may end up doing that. So it really seems like it's going to go. And this is almost kind of like the deciding moment. Oh, I hope this is not it. There we go. There's a nice. There's a pullback on the SPY though. So anyway, so guys, this morning, this is kind of the watch list. So APDN is one that I'm kind of interested in for a long now. I normally don't trade the low float stocks, but it just seems very interesting. It seems like, this one definitely has room to move today. What was the catalyst on it? Let's see. I put it up here for a reason. So we'll just start going through them right now. So, okay. So yeah, this is just a continuation of. That's right. This is a continuation of the news last week about how they were accepted into the U.S. FDA's Emerging Technology Program. So it's pertaining to the pharmaceutical industry, which right now, especially with everything going on with COVID and, well, trying to get a fill there. Got 120. See if we can get a good pop on that. Yeah, I think that this probably has room to move. So, although again, it's kind of like that same situation with LUV. It's it kind of pulled back and then it paused, so may have to get out of that one too. So. If we can get a shot back up to the 13s on that. But yeah, the other thing is though, you want to be careful with this because obviously you can see how many times it's ran up and sold off, ran up and sold off. So it's definitely one that you want to be careful of. It's got that potential, but I'm hoping we get enough of a pop on this. Yeah, this is kind of going to be a pullback moment here, I think. So I might even consider just adding to it. I think it's got I think it's got room to continue to run up. It's broke all previous areas of resistance. It's broke through all the major moving averages. Obviously it's got a lot to fight through back here, but don't see why there can't be a good solid run up on this one today. So I'm gonna stick in it for a while. I might even add to my position, but this one seems like it's got a lot of steam behind it. So we'll see. See if we can get a run up. Morning Sagar, morning Yoni B. So anyway, so we got that LUV. This is another one. I think we're going to get a good move on today. Play is going to be interesting. It's very possible that I think there might be profit taking on this one, and it's very possible that it could get a solid move down. Uber, it's kind of sitting on, all this consolidation here, and would be really interesting is if it ended up coming down through here. And I think a lot of this also has to have, is kind of, it's going to be based upon what the SPY ends up doing today, because the SPY is weak, and it could be that the markets are continuing to take profit. And so if that's the case, Yeah, STML is a buyout. Yeah. So if that's the case, if SPY is weak today and there's a continued sell-off, I think that's going to be really good for shorts. Okay, I'm going to come out of this one for now just in case. I can jump back in it. So my pre-market trading's just off today, but that's okay. I will look for a significant pullback on APDN in an entry point. So Uber, I would not really want to consider until I think the break of 2650. So I would set this to, I'm going to set an alert. I'm not even really going to watch Uber today. I'm just going to set an alert at 27 on the bid and just say critical break at 2647 actually. So that's where I would look to get in there. Otherwise, I'm removing it. RESI, it could make a move up. It could make a move up today. LUV is still holding these levels. Let's see. Yeah, RESI could just get a nice buy up today. So I'm kind of keeping that on watch for a possible long. KLXE is another one of these that kind of popped up today. It's not a super low float. It's 22 million share float. It's got a pretty high short float interest though, and the news on it was basically it says KLX Energy Services and Quintana Energy Services to combine an all-stock merger, establishing an industry-leading provider of asset-light oil field solutions across the full well life cycle, including drilling, completion, and production-related products and services. So, yeah, so that's kind of what we're dealing with there on KLXE. It seems though it may have found a little bit of support, like it might be kind of bouncing off that area, but we would need to see considerable volume come back into play. So I would be interested if this could get over 173. I would be interested to see if we get the break of 197. So this is another one that I'm going to take off the watch list, but I will set an alert for. So we'll say 176. We'll make sure it clears that 173. Break over one. Well, oops. 197. Add. Okay. So otherwise, don't want to have anything to do with it. Moving on. AMD. This to me is. Here's the thing. On the SPY, it's possible that we're in this place right now. You can see we've had this big run up. It's had this big run down. And we're kind of hitting on a very critical level here. See this solid line here. Very critical solid line level. There's a lot of consolidation here. There's been a lot of established support here. Even broke through, but then got bought right back up. So this is an important level. And today could be one of those days, guys, where we just literally run side to side in consolidation. Now, if it breaks this level, and continues down, obviously we'll see continued bearish momentum. Or it could, this could be almost just the start of a support level and a run back up to test the 290s. So, going to try to be mindful of that today. And really, this is one of those days where, I think it's going to be best just to be careful. So even with the pre-market trading, I probably shouldn't be doing too much pre-market trading. APDN is continuing to get the pullback. I'm glad I got out there. Only took $36 loss on that, so that's good. But I will look for a re-entry point on APDN. I think that is going to be the low float player of the day, kind of like what Sagar was saying. YGYI, I don't know. I probably wouldn't be interested unless it broke 220. So I will put an alert on it. YGYI to be alerted at the break of $2. So 201. let's see, critical break at 220. Okay, so I might be interested in that case, but otherwise not going to put it on the watch list. APDN I will keep on the watch list though. This looks like it's having a very significant sell-off. And again, we want to be careful that it doesn't form one of these candles here. This has a tendency to do this. You see all these red candles. It looks like it's going to have some massive buy up, and then it ends up having a massive sell-off. Okay, so we just want to be extremely mindful of that. It's done this many times, even the last time up here that it had a run up before the gap down. So, and even right here, now, obviously this candle here is proving something entirely different. See how much volume, and that was significant volume on the day. So, so we'll see. We'll see. This may be a good low float play. Again, LUV is starting to resolve for the opening bell, which I do not like. But, and we've got Guild. Guild has been very interesting these last few days, so I'm just kind of keeping it on the watch list just in case. Yoni B says, so annoyed. I let go of my shares Friday afternoon on Codex. The swing potential was so good. I just didn't feel comfortable. Well, you did the right thing then, because, you can't go against your comfort level. If you're not comfortable, you shouldn't be in the trade, no matter what ends up happening to it. Yeah, you might be kicking yourself, but I wouldn't be. If I were you, I wouldn't be. I do have Codex on my alerts list if it breaks 1470. I'm going to be interested in the break at 1486. It's had some really good news, actually. Basically has saying something about 100%. What was it? Coronavirus test maker soars as its diagnostic proves 100% accurate. So that's pretty bullish. It's pretty bullish news right there. And it could be doing one of these things that mRNA did. Look back here at mRNA. We were down here for a while on mRNA, just poking around, and then it just started shooting up, doing all this. And so, Codex might kind of get that same thing. LUV is just really teetering around a lot here. I do not like how it's moving. Bowen looks like it's pretty much doing the same thing. AAL. Yeah, so I'm going to be careful with LUV, but ZM, of course, always makes the list, although this one whipped me around way too much the other day. It was just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much this whipped me around. So I'm probably not going to do really too much with it. All of these down here, I'm not really... Actually, I take that back. Tesla needs to be moved up. Tesla's going to be in play today. I'll actually just put that at the top because I'm going to want to pay close attention to that. So Tesla, we know that there was the whole shenanigans last week with, I think it was Friday, with the Elon Musk tweets and all that. And I tell you what, guys, excuse me, I still think this is kind of on a decline. I can almost see this just kind of being like a major macro trend line rejection, and it come down to test this wedge here at 633. I would almost even swing this trade, but I'm not a swing trader, so I probably won't. But I can definitely see a gap fill today if we break the 270 levels. And I think if we break the 280 levels, 282, 682, I think that'd be critical. So LUV, man, just continuing to get. What is this? Is A8L doing the same thing? Nope, sure is not. JBLU. Let's look at JetBlue. CCC. Cruise lines here. We'll check these out. See what they're doing. And CLH. Warren Buffett came out, and this is the reason I've got love up here, is because Warren Buffett was basically saying that, they're losing confidence in this, and I don't know exactly the words verbatim, but apparently they pulled out a lot of their position from the airlines, and I think LUV was one they had a big stake in, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just look. Tesla could even get there today without the swing mat. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. That's kind of why I've got it right up there at the top. So, ready to fly. Southwest Airlines makes business travel easier. Stocks are dropping. With Buffett bailing, it could be a Black Monday for airline. Yeah. Warren Buffett dumps Berkshire's Hathaway airline stocks, but I'm not selling. Well, Warren Buffett's a big name, guys. So, I mean, that's why this is also kind of up here on the top of my list. Boy, I'm really glad I got out of that one. So I did kind of buy at the top there. That's okay, because stocks like this can really ramp up and go. They can really make heavy moves, and I still think that this is a stock that would be good to get in on, maybe even just 50 shares at a time, averaging in. But I don't know. It's a pretty significant dump there. So APDN, be careful, because it might just end up being one of these big red candles today. Be very, very careful with it. Play, again, I'm thinking that Play could continue to dump. This is Dave and Buster's. It's got a 30% short float interest, guys, and it announced a proposed public offering of common stock. And this is when basically companies are taking profits on some of this stuff. Once it gets a good run up like it did here, they're going to start taking some of their shares off the table, so that they can pay for overhead in the company, pay to keep the company going. So if there's people today that think that they're going to take out a significant portion of this, I mean, this could get a huge drop. So I actually need to, as a matter of fact, I kind of want to move this one up a little bit more. Only thing is there is a broker restriction on this, which I'm not too fond of, but regardless, RESI could continue to go up. GILD getting a good little run up there. We'll see, guys. We'll see. So we got Tesla. I'm going to want to be alerted at the break of 690. Actually, let's see if it gets up to 7 on the ask, because that might be a good place to short if the market's showing weakness. That would be a good resistance point. 690 on the bid, and then 680 on the bid. Well, actually 685. I want to know when it gets there. So LUV looks like it's getting a nice little buy up. Let's see. See if we can get a good move down here. Come on. Coming out just in case. Oh, it's making a good solid move down. Come on. We'll consider adding if this continues to roll. Kodak seems like it's getting a buy up. There we go. Come on, LUV. Let's get the drop. Let's get the drop. Come on, LUV. Get the drop. Uber's going off. So we've got a few different alerts going off here. There we go. Just not getting any follow through. Don't like this. Let's look at Uber, see if Uber's getting any more follow through. Tesla's getting a nice little pullback here. So almost want to go short. This is kind of the point of resistance I was looking at. So we'll see what this one can do. LUV still pulling back. Play still kind of pulling back. Tesla looks like it's going to continue to make a move up. I'll get out some of the shares here. Take 5 off there just in case. There we go. See if we can get a good drop down. LEV getting a good pullback. PLAY still having a hard time making up its mind. Gonna jump in there. 400 shares. See if we can get some follow through down here. See if we can get the break of 11. There we go. See if we can get a sell off here on PLAY. There we go. It's a good little sell off there. Go ahead and take half our shares there. See if it gets a continued move. Still think Tesla's probably going to meet some resistance here, but don't know for sure and got to be careful with it. If Play can get through that 88 level. I think we could make a good solid move down. 92. There we go. There we go. See if we can get through 1082. See if we can get a continued move down. LUV continuing to fail. It's good for LUV. Play is still just kind of playing around, no pun intended. APDN having a hard time. REZ or Resi having a hard time. I still think Tesla could go. It's definitely meeting resistance up there, but there's a fight. There's a fight to keep it on lock. Well, looks like there might be a buy up on it. I've only got 5 shares on it, so I'm not too concerned. I think 715 would be another good point of resistance. We've got it right here, right at 715.02. So I might even consider adding there. I still think that there's going to be a turnaround on Tesla. Man, what a chop fest, though. What a chop fest. Tesla's still making a strong move. May have to come out. Let's see what it does here. See if it teeters around these levels a little bit. RESI doesn't have much volume on it. I think I'm going to leave that one alone. AMD getting a strong move up. Tesla's still getting a strong move up. Kind of wanted to add there, but it's not going to do me any good if it, let's see, 1081. All right, well, Tesla's getting a nice little short squeeze here, guys. So it's holding. It's holding those levels. I'll tell you what, Tesla just moves without any kind of rationality sometimes. But may have to get out this one. Man, Play's getting a buy up. They're all getting bought up. Even as weak as the SPY is. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Man, Tesla. I'm glad I'm only in this on 5 shares. Good Lord. Alright. Take 10 here. See if we can get enough of a pullback to get out. See if we can get enough of a pullback to get out. There's got to be some kind of a pullback on this. So we got an average of 10 at 718.80. So I'd look to reset my position if we can get, if we can get this down close enough to even like 723. I think I might take a $50 loss there. We'll see if we can get it down to 22, take a $40 loss on it. Much rather take a $40 loss on it than it could keep going though. If it does, I'll just have to consider getting out. I'd love to see a flush down here. Even 721.80 might be possible. Goes over 33, I'll get out half, and then I'll just look to re-add. This could be a fake out. Okay, getting out half. Now we've got 5 at a 730 average, so I will look to re-add. This is incredible, guys. The buy up on Tesla is incredible. Look to re-add at 740. LUV, massive buy up. PLAY. APDN, could be red to green. Guild. See where Codex went, and let's see where Uber went. Okay, so Codex, I should have jumped on that. I had a breakout. I'd set an alert here, but a little bit of a pullback on it, but seems like it's got the ability to make a pretty massive move to the upside. So I'd be willing to, let's see where it goes. Could get a pretty massive breakout here on the daily today. And play, it's time to come out of play. So let's see. Okay, coming out of play. Red day recap. It's already looking like it's going to be one of those days. Oh, now play's making this major pullback. Come on. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Talk about a short squeeze. Totally fell for it. AMD continuing to get a buy up. Look at Codex again. Codex is maintaining. It breaks those 1576 levels. Could be pretty good. I mean, the catalyst is good. I'm going to jump in with 200 shares here on Codex. Obviously, if it breaks through 1480, I'll remove the first 100 shares, stop, sell 1480, say 79, and then we'll stop, sell the other 100 at 70. So, moving on. APDN could just end up being one of these candles here. It's kind of like we've talked about. AMD just getting a massive, massive buy up here. Defying all odds as usual. Tesla. Codex might be just entering chop fest mode, guys. Come on. SPY's getting a nice little buy up here, which could be pulling Tesla. Could be. Not sure if it is, but could be. Codex seems like it's trying to make its way up. I would almost want to put half on the break of 40. Okay, so we locked in some profit there on Codex. I'm going to hold on to those other 100 shares. I will say all the way to crack of 1490. So 100 shares will get out at the crack of 1490. Okay, we're going to jump in Tesla again. Well, missed the ad. Okay. So, okay, 100 shares at maybe the crack of 1480. Where did I get in? 97. No, we'll do it at the crack of 1490. Let's look at this one more time. All right, I'll set it to 1480. Stop sell. Don't want to do it there, but it's going to blow up through 1550. There it is. Continues to go. Beautiful move. See if we get that breakout. Tesla making a healthy pullback. Going to continue to let that one play out as well. Okay, so now I would need to take it at the break of 15. Stop sell there. Tesla could be finding some support here. We'll find out here in a minute. Okay, Yoni B went long. Good job. Good job, Yoni B. So, um, long guild stop below 79. Okay, good. Got in it so late. Well, looks like you might have gotten in it at a good time. I know you typed that a few minutes ago. Um, Fake bull run on APDN. Yeah. Red to green. Yeah, be careful on APDN, guys. I'd wait for it to get to recover VWAP, come back, look for an EMA crossover and a touch on that with increased volume before getting in long there. So, man. Okay. Codex had a complete flush down. Got me out at 96. I hate that. See Tesla. Play is just playing around. Not really seeing any great setups. So Codex had a massive flush. Man, I hate that. We were gonna look to make a pretty significant move on that, but Tesla breaks 724. I'm probably gonna want to jump in with 10 shares. Let's see here. Tesla looks like it wants to still push, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not buying it quite yet. Can still see this is a fake out. I could still see Tesla coming down today. I don't know how it's pulled up this much. But I always tell people, then again, it is Tesla. Tesla can make some of the most irrational moves. And you know, you got to think people are expecting it to have a continued sell-off. So, you know, this just could be a temporary short squeeze. You know, we've got to think like contrarians. So we got 10 at 7:30, 30. Be very interesting to see a good solid pullback here. And a breakthrough VWAP. Need to see a rejection here. Need to see a rejection here. I'll come out half my shares if it breaks there, and I'll come out the other half after. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so I'm out half my shares there. Man, Tesla is just relentless today. I mean, SPY's pushing, so it could be double topping. Could be double topping. Let's see. We got enough buy power here. I think buy volume's weakening. No, that's all you need is just enough to squeeze it up through those levels. So here we are at 42 roughly. SPY's getting a nice buy up, which could be why Tesla's getting a nice buy up. SPY looks like it's breaking some key critical levels here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start averaging in here and look to see if we can get a good sell-off. Could get a move all the way up to the 750s. So take that into consideration. See what we can do here. Okay, so codex continuing to chop around, but looks like it wants to push up. mRNA just kind of chopping around. Apple having a nice run up. Hopefully we get a pullback here on it. I think APDN is dead, guys. Don't think it's going to do too well today. I think Tesla could make a move back down to 710s if it gets rejected here. We'll have to see. I think it can definitely come down to test VWAP. It's probably where I would look to get out if it did. However, if SPY continues to make a move up, then we'll just we'll call it a day. Tesla's still remaining strong. There we go. See if we can finally get that sell off on Tesla. Definitely look to try to make $100 on this trade here, reduce my loss on Tesla. We'll see though. I mean, it could very easily keep trucking on up. So SPY's getting a pullback right now, and I have a feeling if the SPY keeps trucking up, Tesla could very well keep trucking on up. I'm going to take a quick break, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Back on the move. Man, Codex, what a chop fest. LUV. SPY looks like it's getting a continuation. Tesla looks like it's wanting to continue as well. So okay, coming out half there, 738.01. So we're just getting our butts kicked on Tesla today. So makes a final breakthrough 7. Let's see, where would it have to be? I mean, it should be slowing down. I don't see how Tesla's continuing to get a buy up here, but KLXC looks like it's starting to get a push. I wanted to see it break over 197. We may get a good move up there. Let's go ahead and jump in and see if we can get that break over 97. Oh, come on. Oh, guys, I'm just getting roasted today. Longs and shorts. Getting completely roasted. Long side and the short side. Getting completely roasted. We'll sit on that one for a while just to see. Yeah, SPY's continuing to get a buy up. All right. Man, I'll tell you what, play would have been such a nice move on those 400 shares. APDN, I don't even think I can locate shorts. Nah, I can't even locate shorts on that. Man, what a day to get hammered. Boeing getting bought up. I mean, they're all just defying all odds here. Everything is just continuing to move, but it's moving with the SPY, so I guess it's not defying all odds technically. See if KLXE holds here. I might look to add. We should get a drop here. We should get a significant pullback here on Tesla. It's way overextended. There we go. Come on, let's get a continued move. It'd be great to get a continuation down to these levels. Okay, KLXE is losing all of its steam. I'm coming out. Just not able to pull anything out here today. Okay, I'll set another alert on KLXE for the break of 180. We'll be interested again if it happens. Man, Tesla is just continuing to get bought up. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. 743.06. even consider adding another 10 shares there. $7.43. Really seems like we could get a good drop. There we go. We need to maintain this drop. SPY's dropping significantly. Might not be wise to throw in more shares here. Let's see. See if we can do it. Okay, we're going to take it. We got 30 at 743.17. I'm really going to try to get a full move down to 730. I mean, obviously, I'll piece out along the way as I have to, but see if we can break through that 20 moving average. Break through 740. Come on. SPY's getting a little bit of a pullback, so we might get a little bit of a pullback here. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'll get my first take profit at 737. Unless SPY gets the bounce here and then we end up having to just get out. I'm looking for the break of 740 right now. See if we can break this. Come on. Let's get a confirmed break here. Okay, there we go. Should get a break. Should get a break here. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Be patient. Trying to be patient. See if we can get a break of 740 down into the 730s. Okay, we're gonna get it. Okay, 38, come on. Come on. We're going to take 10 there. We got 20 at 744 average. So we'll see how far that can go. SPY looks like it's getting a little bit of a bounce here. It'd be great to see Tesla get to 731. I would take the other 10 off at 731. See if we can get down there. SPY's getting a pullback, but Tesla might, I need to be prepared for Tesla to get a bounce around 734 to 735. SPY looks like it's bouncing. Kodak's got a major drop. Play looks like it's, man, I don't know on this one, man. This one's been so whippy. This should get a move. We should get a move to VWAP, but obviously there's no guarantee of that. I think it's going to have, there's going to be a lot that has to do with the SPY here, because the SPY right now is currently holding some of the levels that it's at. And Tesla is very much following the SPY right now. So it would be good to see the SPY continue to get a really nice pullback here. Okay, it looks like it's going to get it. Looks like it's going to get it, but we'll see. So I'm going to stop by at 740.01. Comes back above that. Sitting on that moving average on the 200. There we go. Come on. Bust through. Bust through. Here we go. See what we can do here. 736. Tesla's having a hard time selling off. Some people might be waiting for a pullback. See if we can get that flush down to 731. Can we get it? If we break 735.01, I think we can get that. SPY's continuing to move towards VWAP. There we go. This is looking good. Want my second take profit there, but we could get some resistance here. So if we get resistance here, I'm going to want to come out. Okay. I'm going to buy 10 there if we can get a good quick flush down to 736.88. Okay, doesn't look like we're going to get it. Well, maybe we will. Okay, we got out another, so we got 10 shares at 743.01. SPY looks like it's getting a VWAP rejection. We'll see. MD, Apple. Yeah, Tesla looks like it's getting a nice little bullish buyback. We'll see. Not completely sold on it. $735.51, $735.01. What I would like to see is some divergence from the SPY with Tesla. Good job, Sauger. Up, done for the day, up 30. Yeah, you're right, Yoni B. All the interest has gone out of APDN. I completely agree. Missed the whole move on MVIS. It's later in the morning. Yeah, I'll be cautious, Sauger. I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna hold on to these shares on Tesla and see what kind of a move down we can get. If realistically, if I can hold these 10 shares down to, if I could hold it down to the 7, anywhere between 710 and 715, it won't get me completely out on the day, but it'll get me close enough back to, back to black. Almost thinking about adding back in again, just so I can get V, not really. Be interesting to see what happens here. I think we could get some resistance here. Although I don't know. I think I'd be all right to start averaging in a position here. So I'm going to start averaging in a position here on NCLH. I'm going to start with 400 shares, and I'm going to see if we can get a good strong move up to the 1420 to 1430 areas. Otherwise, if it just continues to break down, then I'll take a nice quick scalp and profit on it. So going to come out 200 there, and see if we get a solid move further down. Just kind of going to dig our way out a little bit here. Take another 100 there, and then I'll see what the other 100 does. If we can get it moved down to 13, that'd be great. We're just going to, this is just going to be one of those days where I've got to kind of just slowly dig myself out of the red. So we'll see. Let's see. We were at 14. So even if it came back, I would consider averaging. I don't think I would come out. I'll be watching the SPY. I want to see what the SPY does. Tesla is pretty much looking the same as NCLH. Very similar. price action. But this makes it to where, this move right here on NCLH kind of makes it to where I could get out a little sooner on Tesla. If Tesla did start rolling over and kind of making its way back down to at least the 720 levels, I'd like to start trying to get out. But the SPY is continuing to get a nice little buy up. So, man, I'll tell you what, KLXE just completely faked me out. Wish I did not take that move. Codex was the other alert that I set that, I set that right for the break of this here. I should have gotten in on that, but so we'll see. Either this is going to be kind of like a trend line, like a wedge breakdown, or it's going to be a double top. And of course, if it breaks 750, then it'll just continue going up. We'll continue to get a pretty massive buy up on it today. It's just crazy how it just continues to move up. But the SPY continues to move, and so I think a lot of these are just pretty much doing what the SPY is doing. So but we'll see. 743.01 I'll consider coming out. Five of those shares. Actually, no, I don't need to come out 5 of those shares. Scratch that. Good job, Chart Stalker. Man, everything is literally just doing what SPY's doing. There's no stock today that really has much of a mind of its own, unfortunately. So would love to see a nice fail on Tesla. NCLH is getting a pretty good fail here. Would love to see NCLH just break down to the 13 levels. RCL's following suit. Tesla is making a good little pullback here. This could be the wedge. We'll see. This is crazy. Come on, Tesla. Come on, Tesla. What can you do? What can you do, Tesla? We'll go ahead and come out 5. So if there's ends up being some kind of major pullback, I'll add to it. Otherwise, I think APD ends over with. We'll consider now adding Tesla. If this closes below the 5 and then breaks down past 737.01, I'll consider adding a 37 or 737.01. Definitely want to see it close below, although we may not even make it to that. So if we don't make it to that, I'll consider just adding 5 shares at that break. Maybe the break of 735, yeah. Could be bull flagging on the 15-minute. Could be getting ready to make a retracement on the hourly and the 30. So 722 and then 714. We would have to break 728 on the 30-minute. Really want to see a close of this candle on the 5 minute below the 9 EMA. I would really like to see that before adding. SPY's getting bought back up. And looks like this is going to get bought back up on that EMA. So okay, SPY opened up below that 9 EMA. I want to see a break 737.01. Stop 737.01. Stop sell. That'll bring our average to 10 at 737.40, I believe. We need to break 735.51. We need to really see a good clean break of 735, or else I've just got to... Oh, it skipped over my order. Come on. There we go. So 740.07. There we go. Come on, break 735. Break 735.01. Come on. There we go. Good break there. So we'll take the first 5 at 728.01. Really don't want to do that, but I would want to catch it right at the break of VWAP and kind of where there's support here. Of course, if it recovers the EMA, we're going to have to get out. So I'll put a stop of 10 shares at 739.17. Let me double check. Yeah, we need to see a break here. Man, Tesla can be so choppy though. Come on. Get crushed. Come on. Get the rundown. Come on. Get the rundown. Let's do a good clean VWAP break. Break of 730, break of VWAP. Come on, SPY's pulling. There we go. SPY's pulling. SPY's touching VWAP. Man, Tesla is remaining strong, so it's not a great sign, but I guess if it comes above 737, probably want to get out. Need to see Tesla get crushed here. SPY's breaking VWAP. There's no reason why Tesla shouldn't be coming down. It's starting to show a lot of strength right now. There we go, 733, there we go. See if we can get the break of 730. SPY's getting a buy up from VWAP. Superficial. Superficial. Okay, NCLH is continuing to resolve. That's good. Okay, we're coming out of NCLH. Good move there. Tesla starts getting a buy up. We'll take it. Need to see a fail of the 730s. We can always re-add. Can always get back in on a re-add. Yeah, I think if it comes above 736, that's where my stop is going to be. It's still clear enough of a profit on there. So stop, 736. Got a buy stop there. SPY's getting a nice little pullback. There we go. There we go. Got a rejection right around the 735s. There we go. It's good. So 735, 74. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to go back and retest it again, but APDN looks like it's trying to make a recovery. We'll see. GILD, rejecting kind of off this double bottom here, somewhat forming a double bottom. So let's see, Tesla, let's see, get a crack below these levels and a crack below VWAP. And like I said, I will do my best to hold on to these 10 shares. I think I should take, if it breaks down below VWAP, which it may not, it may just bounce around VWAP and then make a recovery, but if it breaks through, I really feel like this 725 level is where I should get a good quick take profit. Look at that. SPY's getting a buy up. Tesla's getting a buy up. The question is this artificial? Strong buy up on SPY. I'll show you right here. So I might get stopped out here, guys, but let me just show you what happened. SPY got this massive buy up right here off of VWAP. But it could be artificial. Bulls might not be able to hold it, and it could end up coming back. I still think SPY is going to be in a deep area of consolidation. So, okay, and we're out. We're out. Tesla, so far, we've reduced our losses pretty significantly. So, but anyway, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to get on with the day here. I really don't see too much that can be done from this point. Let me get back to the, let's see, okay, I was looking at the chat. So yeah, guys, I really, I mean, this is not a good start to the week, obviously. Makes me feel like maybe I should have, jumped into the simulator a little, but this is kind of one of those points where it's like, well, you know what? I'm not feeling it. I'd rather just take this little bit of a loss here. There may be some other trades I can come back on later in the day. But for right now, it's looking like I need to just move on. But, like I said, maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll make another trade and reduce this loss even more. I'll for sure not trade on anything unless I know that I can actually reduce the loss. So, yeah, so Yoni B, the simulator, I actually had the simulator up and ready to go. You can see right here. I actually had it up and ready to go today, but I don't know. I mean, I was pretty sure about the moves that I was taking, and so I didn't want it to be one of those things where I was very confident coming to the markets today. I wasn't nervous, and so it was kind of like, if I had just done simulated trading today, and all of these trades would have gone really well in my favor, I probably would be kicking myself, because I'd be saying, man, you were confident, you were ready to go, you knew what needed to be done. Why did you bother trading in the sim, And so I'd be kicking myself for it. Obviously, right now I'm kicking myself for trading in my live broker. So it's just, it's kind of it's kind of a catch-22 here. But it's okay. You know, I'm gonna see what I can do later if if there's any chance that we can still make back some of these losses here, and I think there will be some opportunity for that later in the day, and who knows, I might do a Green Day recap later. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, and I see you work, Diver Man. Yeah, you're welcome. Good to see you. And those of you who are in the chat right now, I'd like to tell you I had released a video, a brand new episode of The Trader's Mind. And as a matter of fact, let me post that link for you guys here. I'm going to post that link right here. It was a brand new episode of The Trader's Mind. I actually just posted it on Saturday, I believe. So here, I'll post a link to it right here in the chat. And let me know what you guys think about that episode. Yeah, let me know what you think about it. And we can discuss it a little bit tomorrow, a little bit more tomorrow in the chat here. So, but anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of the day. And, oh, okay, Charts Stalker. Okay, you saw it. Good, good. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you were able to get a lot out of it. Oh, that was a great one, man. Okay, cool. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll discuss that more tomorrow if you guys have any further thoughts or questions or whatever, and feel free to comment on the video too, and I'll try to be watchful of that later on today. And yeah, anyway, all right, guys, we all have a good rest of the day.